Hey guys, I said I would be back. I said I would be back. So, it'll be really messed up. I'm going to start off by saying this and then we're going to listen to this little short interview that News Nation had did with the parents after Carlee Russell's was found. So this had to be a couple of hours ago. We all know early the wee hours of the morning when we found out she was found, there was really no updated information. Then I had let you guys listen to the post that Carlee Russell's boyfriend put on his IG page. He was probably to me the only one that responded accordingly and at least said something about the well-being of Carlee. Now the parents are on News Nation, and the man is asking, the anchor man is asking some questions, and they're answering it. It was a real short conversation, but I'm going to play it, so make sure you all hit the like button on the way in. But I also want to go live because I really hope, because I like to, I'm the type of person, I like to give people chances, especially if you don't know a person's situation. I really hope that the people that are dragging Carlee, it's okay to feel like how I feel. It's something's off, something strange. But to drag this woman and make up your own encounter of what happened that night in questioning, when you couldn't even see this lady on the highway, so we don't know if she got grabbed or not. We don't know if she seen a little kid in a diaper or whatever or not. We can only go by what the media said that Carlee said to them. Only Carlee knows the day in question and what happened. So to drag her to me is a little bit ridiculous. I'm hearing people saying that she left, didn't want her parents to know she was going to get rid of a baby, that she was pregnant, basically. That she took off her wig and left all her belongings because she was probably trying to do a GoFundMe and get the money. All kind of bogus, ignorant stuff. And it's a channel holder that just came back around. It's a female. She's not in this sector, but she's a handful. She reminds me of another Tasha K. And I mean, I can hint around and tell you who she is just by simply saying that she's basically in trouble already with Nicki Minaj, character assassinating her and her husband. Whether the what she's saying is true about these people or not, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So I think she's kind of right now with this Carlee Russell situation. I think she's going a little bit too far. I think it's really distasteful. And if Carlee is in fact not telling the whole truth, or even a portion of the truth, whatever's done in the dark always comes to the light. So I don't understand how people get this emotionally attached and involved in somebody else's life. Obviously, if this is not true, this is a woman that has issues, mental health issues, and this is not helping her by dragging her name. If you feel as though she's something doesn't quite add up. But we're gonna listen to what the news um was talking with her parents about, and you guys, decide on your own, whether it checks out or not. But at the end of the day, whether we think it checks out or not, I don't really think that it matters. The family and her friends have to deal with that in their own privacy. This shouldn't be really dealt with on social media. If Carlee did make this up and there's a mental issue, I think that this should really stay off of social media, because people are already dragging her now and they don't know what's going on with this girl. So just imagine if they, kept this going for weeks on end. The parents getting up here, Carlee getting up here, her boyfriend getting up on here. It's just gonna get worse, you know. Hey, Life Cruiser. Hey, S. I hope it wasn't it. Everyone keeps saying that, girl. I don't know. I mean, it is kind of suspicious. I mean, I feel like even though it was grainy, the footage that we saw, we should have at least saw other objects moving beside Carlee getting out of her car, going around the back of the trunk, and we did see her. It was grainy on the other side of the car. I didn't see it get snatched, and I didn't see no little toddler, and I also didn't see nobody bum rush her and drag it into the woods. Also, again, which is very questionable, there wasn't no car that parked in front of her or behind her. So I don't know what to believe, but I'm not going to character assassinate her because I wasn't there. You know, I agree. It's either a mental issue or she really got snatched up and rather lied because she was right. Exactly. That's where I'm going with it. So we're gonna listen to it right now. I'm gonna pull it up.
Carlee's mother and father, Talitha and Carlos Russell, join us now. Talitha, thank you for joining me, and Carlos, thank you as well.
Thank you. Thank you all for taking the time to interview us and help us continue to keep this on the forefront of people's minds.
I can only imagine how challenging this must be for you. So I don't want to waste any time going on over things that.
A lot of people are saying that this is a hoax, which I think is really disrespectful to say that. But they're also saying that Carlee's mother's not in on what Carlee did, which I'm trying to figure out with these other channel holders that are saying what Carlee did. What did Carlee do? And okay, you're saying the mother's not in on it, but she knows that her daughter's lying, is what people are saying in social media, and she's trying to cover up. And people are saying in this interview she did, which is only about 5 minutes, look at the body language. It's like she's kind of like ashamed, because the mother is, because of all the people that Carlee brought into this affair because of the fact she came up missing. But like I said, people will keep stuff like this going because it's content. It brings clicks and views and monetization, which is money. So it's really sad. I just really hope that what happened is what it is, and and even if it isn't, don't drag this girl. Obviously, she has some issues going on with her.
May not matter. Tell us about your daughter and what you want people to know most about her.
She is she's just a joy to be around. A genuine person, a loving person, always trying to help, always trying to help people wherever she can. She is human. She is human, but she has a love for God. She knows who her Savior is. And that's pretty much who Carlee is. She has a promising future. She's a hard worker. And we just want everyone to do everything within their power, no matter how big, how small, to just make this a joint effort so that we can have the victory.
Carlos, talk to me about the response from the community.
It's been fantastic, overwhelming, tremendous, out of this world. We can't say enough about the support that the community has given us, the love that they've shown to our family, our friends, our community, our church family, people we don't know, different organizations, local, state organizations. It's just been fantastic and unwavering, and we want it to continue.
I think what troubles people the most with this is that it was clear, by all accounts, that she was being a good Samaritan. She saw a kid by itself, and she's like, wait a minute, something's not right here. Let me pull over. What was that call like? What can you tell us?
Well, she was talking to our son's girlfriend on the phone.
This is what I don't like, the regurgitating. We already know she was on the phone with their son's girlfriend, and she was talking to a toddler, asking the baby all right, and next thing you know, sound like the phone dropped and she was screaming. Okay, we already heard this. Let's move on from this. What's next? What is Carlee saying? What is she able to talk about now, because we know she's not in physical or mental position right now to do a statement herself. Please just get to the meat and the potatoes.
She told her that it looks like there's a little child on the side of the road that looks like a small toddler. And she told her, don't get out the car. And she said, I'm going to pull over and call 911 or call 911. She put her on hold, called 911, and she clicked back over and told her that 911 was, or that the police were on the way. And the next thing our son's girlfriend heard was Carlee asking the child if they were okay. So she evidently got out the car. She asked the child if they were okay maybe 2 or 3 times. She didn't hear a response from a child on the other end, and she did hear a
Was there a
scream,
child?
and then she could tell there was maybe some type of shuffling, and the phone dropped to the ground. And from there, all she could hear was background noise. By that time, she was coming into the room to alert myself and my son what had just transpired. She kept the line open. She didn't hang up. I was yelling Carlee's name. We were all yelling Carlee's name. I picked up my phone to call Carlee's phone, just even though I knew that line was open with our son's girlfriend. It was just like, I just felt, I felt I needed to try to do something to try to reach her, since she wasn't answering us when we were calling her name, and all we could just hear was background noise. And from there, I came and got my husband from the bedroom and told him a brief synopsis of what had just transpired. We needed to throw on some clothes.
Now I'm listening to the mother talk, and she sounds like she's a mother who is concerned still about her daughter. She's still shooken up. One thing I'm gonna say, I really hope going forward, even if it just changes one person's mind, I'm good with it. I don't think that anybody should ever be foolish enough to say that Carlee's mother is in on the hoax or this money grab that Carlee was trying to get. I really think we need to just stick with the facts and listen to what comes out of the horse's mouth. These people live with Carlee. They are family to her. They are close to her. She's gonna tell these people more than what she would tell the public. She owes us no explanation. Only one she's gonna owe explanation to is the local authorities. They're gonna want to know what happened when she does get well. We don't know how long it's going to be before her mindset is ready to come clean about what happened, or give an identification of the kidnappers or the kidnapper, the location they perhaps had her at, and what happened to her. She's going to have to come clean when she gets her head clear. Or I don't know if they discharge her from the hospital, but you really should leave the parents out of it, because they were not there. Carlee was in her car by herself, allegedly just got off of work and was going to a Greek restaurant to pick up some chicken wraps for her mother. So, come on. You gotta let people live. Lock her up, please. Trap Media US. Tell me why you say that while listening to the rest of this.
And go to her location. We do share our location through Life 360. And so it was pinging that she was at a particular street. However, when we got there, we did not see her car. And what we realized once the police came to where we were
Only
is
people I
that
want to hear from are the
because
cops,
her car was on the interstate,
and that
it
is
was
only
pinging at the street we went to, because that street was right behind and below that Interstate 459.
Talitha, I know that this remains an active investigation. We will continue to share that information here at News Nation. Talitha Russell, Carlos Russell, thank you so much for joining us. And we are definitely keeping Carlee in our thoughts and prayers for a safe return home.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation.
One thing I did question, well, you let me tell you something, the lone wanderers, you do need to be concerned whether or not it was Carlee who allegedly got abducted or kidnapped or not, because they are doing these scams, setups, I should say. I showed a video and I'll show it again, that they're putting like cones in the middle of lanes, trying to get people at the middle of the night to get out of their cars, and they're robbing people. And some people are crazy. They can rob somebody, get whatever they need from them, and unalive them as well. It depends on who is coming to rob you. And they're doing this on highways and side roads at night. And I seen something from Max V Media, shout out to him. He had on his TikTok, and I'm going to show you that too. They're putting baby carriages. Now Carlee said it was a toddler she saw. They're using these as decoys on the side of highways, to get people to stop. I don't know if it's to abduct them so that they can do some harvesting. You know what I mean by harvesting, or to unalive them because they're sick. They could be serial, killers. Or they could be trying to rob them. It could be a number of reasons why people are using these tactics to lure people and do what they do. So, the police don't need to have to tell you anything. It's been out there that, it's not even safe anymore to even be driving a car. It used to be like, you really should have a piece of car because, especially at night, coming home on the public transportation or walking home, like say if you live close to wherever you work or wherever you are partying at, it's best to have a car to get to A to B. And, even then, watch your surroundings. But it's not even safe now in a car. Now they're finding ways to get at people in cars. And if this is in fact true, what happened to Carlee, which I want to believe in my heart that this is what happened. Carlee was abducted, she kidnapped, and she was lucky to get away. That's what happened to Carlee. I need to know. So, hey, Mini Boss, how you doing, sis? I understand that people want to know because it's a human nature to want to know what happened. For some people, it is nosiness, right? For others, it's to stay safe. I said this on social media and got burnt. Nah, but you're right. Now, I feel as though she should explain what's going on because of all the support from strangers that showed love to her that didn't even know her. That to me is commendable. And I think she owes that to them, to let them know what happened to her. You understand what I'm trying to say? Now, and also I feel as though it's spreading awareness that these new tactics of trying to abduct, kidnap, whatever you're going to call it, are out here. And they're going to only get worse. And that's by her telling her story is spreading awareness so that people can be safe. Now, for the nosy people that just want to be nosy, that's a different story. The heck with them. If people are attacking her because they just want to be flat out nosy, that means if you're flat out trying to be nosy, you have no concern for for Carlee, you just have concern of being nosy. That's a different situation. So I agree with you on that. I want to be safe and know if there is something I should be avoiding. Exactly. Well, I'm gonna show you 2 videos so you guys can definitely see that what happened to Carlee, even if it didn't happen to Carlee, which I believe it did. I'm gonna stand on it did happen to Carlee until I hear otherwise. It is going on a daily basis around the country. These new tactics on how to get people that are not on foot, but that are even driving on highways and side roads at night. I just don't think you play with people like this. There will be legit situations that won't get this attention now, because I said the same thing. That's why I said I hope that this ain't no foolishness. I'm not gonna say no hoax. I don't want to sound ignorant like the people going around saying it. Exactly. I was thinking about driving up there to help look for her. I was checking social media every few minutes and was encouraging Interpols to look for her. Well, that was nice of you to do that. But I want to show you guys something really quickly. Um Let me go to my video, and then I'm gonna show you another 2 different videos, and one is even similar to what happened to Carlee, but it was with a baby carriage, and that's even spookier. Somebody literally just put a baby carriage out there, figuring somebody's just gonna walk up to that baby carriage and think a baby's in there and just get scooped up or robbed or whatever they're trying to do to them. I said, man, people are crazy. So I'm gonna show it to you now. Where's it at? But yeah, it's happening. You gotta pay attention. Gotta pay attention. So where's the video at? Where is it at? Bear with me. I got it though. When I seen this, I said, this is crazy. Now oh, here it is. Duh, right in front of my face. So I'm going to share the screen, and you guys will. Ooh, this is some creepy crap. And when I seen this, and I'm going to show you another scenario, even similar to, like I said, Carlee, what happened to Carlee. So this is happening. That's not made up. That this is what Carlee said happened. This is happening to people. So here we go.
Something that can only be described as creepy. A man pulls up to a roadblock on a New Jersey highway. He's not approached by a cop, but a stranger who emerges from the shadows.
Hey guys, I wanted to bring something to your attention. Earlier, I did a commentary video on the missing, disappearing of Carlee Russells, and everyone saying in the community how eerie and spooky this whole mystery is, that she actually was on the side of the road looking for a toddler that she saw while driving on the highway and was abducted. And without a trace, we can't find her. You can't see from the cameras from where they saw her get out of her car. You cannot see anybody abducting her. So somebody must have came out of the woods, abducted her, and took her into the woods. Maybe they had a getaway car somewhere else. But I wanted to bring up another example of what people are doing nowadays in order to lower you, to either rob you, murk you, or even kidnap you. I want you to listen to what is being said in this video.
Y'all, do not fall for this trap. Do not fall for this trap. If you are ever driving in the middle of the night and you see 2 cones on each side of each lane and they are blocking the road, do not get out your car to move them. A lot of times someone would be nearby waiting on you to get out and they will rob you when you leave your car. Y'all be safe, bro. This is not a joke.
But if you ever see 2 cones on both sides of the road, whether it's on a side road or a highway, never stop, because somebody can come out of anywhere from the dark and rob you or abduct you. And I want to show you in this example here how easily people can take advantage of you, even on the highway. Yep, it is getting really dangerous out here. Carlee Russell was being a good Samaritan. She thought she saw a toddler, or she saw a toddler, and to me, I think that that was the bait. She pulled over and got kidnapped. So just really be careful on what you do, especially that time of night, and being by yourself, because you can put yourself in a lot of danger. So yeah, you got to be careful. And I'm also going to show you something that's similar to what happened to Carlee. And shout out to hold on for 1 second. Shout out to Max V, because I happened to see it in the feed. This was a baby carriage. I'm telling you, when I seen it on his channel, it's just spooky. That's all I'm gonna say to you. Max V. There he is right here. All right. So let me see, because I know I guess it was a Reels. If I can find it. But I know it wasn't in his story. Maybe it was in his story. Or did he post it? Oh man. I don't see it no more. I think maybe it was in his story. Or maybe it was on his channel. Let's look on his channel. But I know that I saw it. I could have swore it was on Instagram. So we're gonna see in a minute. But I know for a fact he was showing. If I can't find it, I'll explain to you what the video was all about. It was a real short video, but I could have swore it was on Instagram. And yeah, it was kind of spooky. Okay, so anyways, make a long story short, I can't find it. Shout out to Max V. I did see it. Maybe it was in his story. But what it was is it was a guy that was on Instagram, and I guess Max V shared it on his Instagram page. And the guy was saying, be careful, because what they're doing now is they're putting baby carriages on the highway. People are stopping, thinking their babies in the carriage on the side of the road, and they're getting out their cars, and they're either getting robbed or kidnapped. Anything can happen. You don't know when people do these little tactics what their motives are. It could be because they want to go on a murking spree, but you gotta be careful. So when he said that, it just went all the way back to Carlee. It wasn't a baby carriage on the side of that highway. It was she said it was a toddler. So I don't know. They're saying there was no missing toddler in that area. Nobody called a missing police report on a missing baby. So I don't know. I don't know. But it's really crazy. And then some of you probably, I don't know if earlier you were on here when I had read the letter that Carlee's boyfriend had wrote, and everybody pretty much went in on him. This is Carlee's page right here. This is her page. You know, I don't want to be some of that her photos are kind of provocative. But yeah, this is her page here. This is her. And this is her boyfriend's page here, where he wrote this letter here. Well, hold on 1 second, guys, okay? Just hold on for 1 second. I apologize, guys. I had to, you know how it is when you're doing the juice cleanse. You're back and forth in the ladies' room. Ooh, child. Especially at night. But yeah, we're doing the juice cleanse on day 2. And if y'all want to join me on this juice cleanse, I don't know how long I'm going. Come on and join. So getting off the topic a little bit. I couldn't have any solid foods. I'm drinking liquids for the next Lord knows how many days. So this is what I made for dinner for my husband because he still has to eat. So I'm going to share what I made today. I'll have some short videos up of my meal that I made for my husband. But I just want to share with you guys what I made. So let me share that and then we can get back on the topic. We have to have some fun times too. Not be talking about all this raggedy, oh, this person made this is that girl's life. That is if she's making up a story, it's gonna come out in the wash. So this is what I made my husband. I didn't eat any of it, but I like to say I'm a good cook. So I can't really taste it, but I season it the same way I season it. When I can taste the food. So, that's just by years and years of cooking. So these are fresh string beans, not canned string beans. I'm quite sure people that are cooks, or even if you're not, you know fresh string beans. Fresh string beans, the small Yukon Gold potato, yellow potatoes, and beef short ribs. So those are beef short ribs. I had made a whole slab in a crock pot, and I gave him not even a half of the slab, but honey, falling off the bone. You see the bone. You see the bone in this picture. One of them, I was trying to take the a piece of the short rib off out of the crock pot, and it just fell clear off the bone. I mean, was not even a piece of meat on it. So yeah, that's what he had for dinner. And honey, I would have loved to join him, but it gets greater later. That food gonna be there. It's gonna be there when I get done with my detox. So I'm not even sweating it. So my husband, like he just said, he'll be eating for me. So I want to show you that. But like I said, we can't live for people. You know what I'm saying? We got to let people be who they are, and whatever happens will come out in the wash. So let me see where let me see what I missed here. Is anybody left me any comments? Exactly. I was thinking about driving. Oh, okay. That was the last thing. Okay. I just want to make sure I didn't miss out on anybody. So, anyways, make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. But I really feel bad for the girl at this point because, you know, if that really did happen to her, which I believe that I'm 95% that did happen to her, you know, with the 5% saying, I'm saying 5% maybe it didn't, because you just never can bring anything past anyone, you know, then, you know, that's not really on us. That's who she got to live with herself and the consequences of her actions. And I'm quite sure if it was foul play, she made it up, she could probably get in trouble for it. So, you know, for people to be getting high blood pressure, raising their pressure, trying to, you know, solve this unsolved mystery, the best thing you can do is to either wait for the girl to get better and speak her piece, or continue with her. Maybe if her parents are going to go on different news stations, let them tell their story, or I don't know, or let the local authorities, when they do their press conference, then you'll hear from them, from what investigation they did, from the information they took in, what's going to be the outcome. That's all we can do at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Let that girl live, because that could have happened to her. And a lot of y'all's conscience is going to be messed up if you find out she wasn't lying and you were dragging her name like that. So I'm not going to stay on here long. It's kind of like, you know, like I said, you know, I'm being penalized because haven't been really consistent all this year and all last year. So, you know, a lot of people don't get their notifications and the views don't come in like they're supposed to. But as long as I get the message out there, whoever doesn't see it, they can do the replay. You know, I got my replay gang that comes through, and whenever they don't see the live, they'll come through and they'll see it on, you know, they're on their own time. So make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all have a blessed day. Hope y'all make a delicious Sunday dinner for yourself, for your loved ones. And I will be back tomorrow. Love y'all. Stay blessed. And I'm out. Mwah.